Yes, Miss Kara.
Good.
I'm wearing canary yellow for the young and vivacious Miss Kara Peterson.
I like that color.
I'm glad you like that.
I'm wearing all black today.
What, for me?
No, because I just felt like it.
The lighting here isn't good. I got to do something about the lighting. It's just not the lighting director didn't do very good.
Yeah.
I look like Darth Vader on this side, and I'm being sunburned on this side. I look much younger in the light and older in the light. I don't know. Maybe I should just do that. How's that?
Well, so, anyway, to my right is Randy Weckerly.
And to my left is Miss Kara Peterson of Southeast Wisconsin fame, because that's where we come from.
Woohoo!
Over beautiful Lake Como, which is right next to Geneva Lake, which is right next to Lake Geneva.
Woohoo!
And we come from the 48th floor,
overlooking
the all of Southeast Wisconsin.
Yes.
Home of the Packers.
Woohoo! I'll be there.
Yeah, Wisconsin
I'm
Packers.
on Sunday.
Yeah, going up to the Minnesota game.
No, it's up at Lambeau.
That's what I said, going to the Minnesota game.
Yes.
You want to see the Vikings.
Nope. I want to see them
You're going to go
lose.
see the Vikings.
I'm going to see them lose.
And your one-legged quarterback that kicked our
team's butt.
Yeah. The funniest meme I saw from that was...
He talks about with his face and says...
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Remember Miyagi?
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi.
The meme is he goes into him at halftime. Rodgers is laying on the stretcher in his helmet. And he goes into him, basically he says, "Do you know how to get up on one leg, my friend?"
I thought you were going to say the face of where it's just Aaron Rodgers and he says, it's something about, "I have one leg and I still kicked your team's butt."
Yeah.
Just do it. I had one leg.
It's just the Bears. You know, yeah. How do you keep the Bears out of your end zone, right?
Well, at least you don't have Jay Cutler anymore.
Thank God.
So, I mean, we won a lot because he threw it to the defense.
I know it.
All the time.
What
a great quarterback.
The highest paid quarterback at the time in the NFL, Jay Cutler, now doing reality TV.
With his wife.
Yeah, sleeps through all 30 minutes of it. And what we need to do is have people leave a thought bubble if they're coming on.
That comment.
Just leave a comment down there in the
thought
bubble.
Hello. Say hello. Where are you coming from?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, all you have to do is do that. But anyway, we're going to try to have Aardwolf Golf Brewery.
It's not golf. I know you have golf on your brain because you played yesterday. You watched.
Let me start over. We are going to be talking to a brewery down in Jacksonville, Florida.
It's not on Monday. You can't be this bad. It's Wednesday.
I've just extended Monday into Wednesday. We have a full lineup here today.
You're doing the 96th hour of Monday.
I know it. This is not working because they're not leaving a thought bubble coming in to try to come on.
We sadly have...
Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to stop again. Oh, wait a minute. Kevin Gray. Hopefully.
Randy, it's your phone.
Is it my phone? I know. Hold on just a minute, Michael. We're going to be bringing you in. We got a little technical problem that we're having a problem here with our... There you go.
Yes.
Somebody. We have no idea who it is. So this will be fun. John Cameron wants to come on in. I don't know who John Cameron is either. That is crazy. Isn't he a producer out of LA?
I think so.
Yeah, John Cameron. That's amazing.
I think you're thinking of James Cameron.
No, it's the John Cameron Bakery. That's cool. We're going to be talking to a bakery all about donuts and pastries in our upcoming hour segment. Powdered sugar donuts. Donuts with our coffee, and hopefully they can be
Coffee and Tidbits.
Coffee and Tidbits will be a segment coming up this afternoon. By the way, Links and Libations podcast this afternoon will be coming live at it'll be
4:30 our time.
Not really. It's going to be 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, and it's going to be 6 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to have a full lineup.
Golf Doctor will be on it.
Golf Doctor.
Art.
Hopefully Nadia Allen of the LPGA is going to be on there.
Woohoo!
Miss Kara Peterson's going to be joining.
I am.
Yeah.
I never. This is something. Oh, I guess
yeah,
there was no answer.
All right. Well,
let's try this again.
I don't know. We're gonna try them again. See if we can
If
bring
not,
them in.
we will have to
Postpone this interview. Hey, we're
this-
connecting. I'm getting.
Ah!
Whoa! Stand back.
We couldn't figure this out. No idea what we're doing.
No,
Oh, it's
no, no, no. My God! And you've got two heads, just like we are. We've been,
Yes.
you know, we've been together at birth. So,
Halfway in the middle.
yeah. No. Hey, let's see what you and I would look like as twins.
Yeah, I feel like that the whole time.
Yeah. There we go. Cyclops. I like that look right there. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Well, anyway, your malfunction. Okay, you guys, we really appreciate you coming. I like that one-eyed picture. That is very cool. We're gonna
It's like that's like me every time we do an
But
interview.
Kira won't get close to me because for whatever reason, there you go.
I think
Kira. I'd rather have it. Okay, which one's Michael?
I'm Michael.
All right, and who else do we have here?
Got Kevin.
Kevin. All right, Kevin. Great. Well, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate your patience. Are you awake, Michael? I mean, you're all up and ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go now.
All right. Yeah, we caught him at home. So anyway, well, welcome. And the first thing we've talked about in our 3 starts here. How did you get the name of the brewery? That's got to be great.
It's more convoluted. It doesn't make any sense in anything, but we kind of so the Latin name for hops is Humulus lupus, and Aardwolf, Earth Wolf, came as a sort of pun from that, and then we later discovered it was an actual animal.
Really?
So what kind of animal is it?
It's a small hyena. It's that thing.
Huh. I have a new nickname for my young Miss Kira, Aardwolf.
I thought it was a llama or whatever.
No, that's really good. That's awesome. So anyway, so it's a great, if anybody, what you want to do, anybody wants to look at this, go to aardwolfbrewing.com. Great website, easy to navigate. You have a great web producer because it's, for me, it's just up and down and it's real simple to get back and forth. And tell us how you got started and, you know, how did you get into the business? And then we'll delve into your great website here in a couple minutes.
It's all about the website.
Well, you know, that's where we have to start. Okay.
Yeah.
So it all started for me in the mid 2000s, like 2005 or 6. I was just, you know, a beer geek, and somehow or another decided I needed a new career and that brewing would work. And over the course of about 8 or 10 years, I went to Siebel and I worked at Terrapin for a little while, and I helped start another small brewery here in town, and then eventually left to make Aardwolf in about 2012, and we got open in 2013.
Oh, that's very good. It's a beautiful. Now, I saw a little hostility or anger between who does the website and who does. Now, Kevin, are you in charge of the website, or is?
No. So Kevin's my assistant brewer, head brewer. I don't know how you want to divvy up job titles, but you know, I'm in charge of scheduling everything, and Kevin's in charge of actually sweating and getting it done these days.
Well, Kevin's got the tough job because we see why he has to have one eye on brewing and one eye.
Yeah,
You know,
and,
on the
no,
camera.
you can't have sleeves if you do enough work. You lose them. Natalie does our web design and manages the tap room and all that. I think you guys were in touch with her setting this up at some point. She couldn't be here today. She actually left right before this started, so she's missing all this and getting to be praised by you guys.
Well, it'll be left in memoriam because these go on forever, you know. So, what we want you to do, we'll send you instructions, honestly, is for how to post this on your own Facebook page and such, because they do get a lot of attraction. The past, since we've been doing them, we've watched the numbers, and we'll share those with you. But people love these things. Then the idea behind them was golfers golf, then they sip. So, you know, we've got about another 2 good weeks here in Wisconsin before literally it could snow. It's 80 degrees today, but 2 weeks from now,
the leaves are falling.
The leaves are falling.
Sadly.
And we start packing our clubs in the trunk thinking that'd be the last time we play. But we're coming to Florida, and we're bringing a bunch of people with us. So Anyway, Jacksonville, you're in a great location. You don't have any threat of this little windstorm off the East Coast, do you? Coming down your way?
Doesn't look like we're gonna get much from it, but you never know until it's over.
Yeah.
Big waves, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Great
So,
surfing weather.
In theory.
yeah. Well, it looks like, again, based on, I'm looking at your website, it looks like you had a big production facility. Are you in distribution in terms of state or region, or how is
We're
that going?
just in the greater Jacksonville area in St. Augustine right now. We've been talking about going wider for years, but we just end up sort of being able to sell more here, and we really want to get Jacksonville taken care of before we go anywhere else. So, one of these days soon, we'll probably start to branch out, but we haven't yet.
Do you have any questions?
I was going to say, I love your guys' beard names. How do you come up with them? Or what's the process?
Yeah, there's no process to it. It's just like it's a lot
we fit in really well with you guys because we have no process here either. So.
It's a lot of like everybody coming up with names they personally think are funny, and then everybody else telling them they're stupid until we come up with something sort of on.
The least offensive of all of them are the weirdest. Try to stay away from stepping on people's toes with other beer names. Too many of them out there now.
Yeah, that's that too. You gotta do a lot of searching, and like 80% of the time, somebody else has already used it when you come up with a good idea.
That's been a consistency with a lot of the breweries that we've talked with. Is that the hardest thing to do is come up with your brewery name. Then the hardest thing to do is come up with the names of your individual brews. But you guys have done a pretty good job.
What's the website? Are you going to keep complimenting the website?
No, I'm going right into this because today I feel like if I had something called Death by Face, that's where I'm at. So that one says, let me just talk about that for a minute. Barrel aged strong wheat with Brett. Snifter, growler, gallon. So what is wheat with Brett? I mean, what happened to Brett?
Yeah, we put him in the barrel.
Yeah.
So sad.
That was a collab, right?
No.
Oh no, that's the other one.
No, that was just a soured wheat beer aged in barrels for a good long time. It's funny because sometimes with these names, especially as many different beers as we do, I sometimes have trouble keeping track of the beer because these beers don't have names usually until like right before we put them on tap.
Of course.
So like people will be like, "Oh, what beer was that?" And I like have to think for a while to remember what beer it was because for especially a beer like that, that had like a year, 18 months, something like that between brewing it and naming it, and so all the time I'm thinking of it as just like that strong Brett wheat beer, and then we give it a name, and they don't reference each other for me. I'm like, I have a really hard time remembering what some of the beers are just by the name on the board sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll send you this tape and it'll refresh your memory. There you go.
Yeah. It's like to have a working title, and the working title is always something really boring, and then we come up with something really weird for the actual name.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about? Go ahead.
It's funny for hearing bartenders and patrons come in and try to order something with Yeah. Can I order the bearer of the blood of the cup of the ancients, please?
Yeah.
Funny thing to hear someone ask for instead of just can I get the pale ale?
Yeah. Well, I just got to read through these. They're just hilarious. I'm gonna go over these this afternoon in our podcast, which is an hour-long show that we bring Tim Bona, he and I and Kira have been on doing a whole 1 hour show that's a weekly show. But I mean, just to read these, it'll be at the stop of the show. But I mean, listen to these: the hipster popsicle, the hop oddity, nonchalant, red wine barrel aged 5-year anniversary ale. So, is there any truth to that title?
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Is it really?
Yeah, we well, it wasn't barrel aged for 5 years. It was barrel aged for 2 years, though.
5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay,
sometimes
so the
names are a little more whimsical than others. Sometimes they're kind of liberal.
We like liberty with the truth. It's not a problem. You got the Scotch barrel-aged 5-year anniversary ale. So are you repositioning, getting barrels from other distilleries or wineries? These oak barrels, or How
We're
how's
usually
your barrel
not getting them directly from a distillery or winery, but yeah, we're getting a lot of from various barrel brokers. We'll get whatever we can, try to keep it interesting. We've gotten Scotch barrels, we've gotten rum barrels, we've gotten all kinds of wine barrels and all kinds of whiskey barrels. We've gotten a lot of whiskey finishing barrels. Like a port barrel that they finished aging a whiskey in for 6 months or a year or something like that. Those are kind of interesting. So yeah, we've got a pretty good variety, and we're always looking for something new and interesting.
So not to get into the technical side, but at that point in time when you get them, is it just a one-use opportunity then? And what happens to the barrels when you're done with that?
We usually use them once for clean beer, and then we'll repurpose them for our sour program because we don't really trust them for a second use of beer after using them once. I mean, you can use them again, but they'd be weaker, and you're risking infection more. So we'll usually just go sour with them. At a certain point, after several years of doing this, we've gotten to the point that we're selling a lot of them off after the first use or after the second use, just because you build up like 100 barrels worth of sour beer, and that's a lot of sour beer. A little bit tends to go a long way. It is. So yeah, but we usually try to give them a second use. It depends on what they are, and depends on how well we like them. We're keeping the barrels we like the best and getting rid of some of the others.
So again, now I'm going to the Wolfpack page.
I love their job titles.
Yeah. And again, all these people work for you? I mean, are these great pictures? Whoever decided to this had to be some fun.
Try to find the most embarrassing pictures you can find.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're constantly updating it when we get better pictures to use, better job titles. Yeah,
I like Natalie's full beard. That's very nice. It says spelling bee.
Dude.
I've seen her on Facebook, not Facebook, Match.com, I think, moreover. So anyway, what events do you have coming up? I know you got a few coming up that people could stop in and have some good times.
No, I mean
You're kind of talking to the wrong two guys for that one.
All right, then we'll go on. I'll check.
This weekend. That's gonna be fun.
All right, I'll tell you what. Check out your own Facebook page. A lot of good information, and your website. A lot of good information there.
Yeah.
So.
Presumably.
Yeah. Well, it might even be honest.
We hope somebody tells us.
Yeah.
I mean, we just had our 5-year anniversary on Saturday.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We're still kind of recovering from that.
I understand. It's so sad story, Miss Kira. So sad. Anyway,
you can actually see our.
There you go.
Ooh,
cool.
Balloons, unicorn.
Yeah. I love that there's a unicorn balloon.
What kind? Did you build the building, or did you buy it, or what?
No, this is a late 20s, early 30s, maybe municipal ice house.
Ooh,
oh, good story.
Yeah, you can see the brick behind us. It's they're 18-inch thick brick walls.
Awesome.
It was a tile warehouse for decades, and then kind of just various this and that storage until we came in for a few years, and we did a lot of work on the building. It's a cool old building, but man, there's a lot to maintain and update when you want to turn it into something like this.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you what, it looks like you can rent it. I want to tell you guys, on your website, it does say that you can rent your lounge or banquet. A lot of good information there. You might want to check that out. The events upcoming, you guys might want to be aware that on the 12th, the anniversary after party, which sounds like fun.
It's today.
Oh, that's right.
Huh.
So
there you go.
Yeah, so time to wake up once again. In a couple days, you're going to have tailgating, and I'm not even sure what that is, and neither do you guys know, so I'm not going to ask. Anyway.
I actually know what that one is. It's kind of funny.
Really? Okay, what's that?
I'm assuming it's got to do something with the Jags.
Yeah. Yeah, brewed a teal beer, and there's another local distillery that'll be out there, and kind of setting up at tailgate for the Jags game.
Oh, that's cool. Well, anyway, we gotta sort of end this. We really appreciate your patience coming on. Anytime that you guys want to come on, feel free. We'll send you notes of how to do that because we forget tomorrow ourselves. And but we want to keep everybody up to date. You guys are in a great area for us. Our team is going to be down at the PGA show in Orlando in January, and then we're heading out through the state, and we're available to come in and do absolutely nothing as we come to your place, but we entertain people occasionally, so it's a lot of fun to do live remotes. So we're happy to do that. We work with a lot of good people in Jacksonville, and if you have golf courses or people in the area that we're going to have a program starting in October in our Links Libations magazine. Let us know where people might want to dine or eat or play golf or sleep or stay or highlights. We'll have our marketing guy, John, give you a call and make sure your friends are taken care of in our magazine and get you guys some notice. So it's all going to be good.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you guys did good. Hopefully we'll see the right side of your face someday, Kevin. I'm sure you're as hey, there you are. Not a problem. It's I understand. It's hard.
It's like my
squeeze
face.
Yeah, no. I always try to get the beautiful Miss Carrie, and I got a full red. But anyway, this will be fun. We'll send you out some links. I'll put this up on your Facebook page. But thanks a lot, guys. You did great. We really enjoyed it. And it looks like you guys have a lot of fun. Nadia needs to shave apparently from her. That's where she's. Or Natalie, I'm not sure. I got too many Nadias and Natalies I'm doing today. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Have a good one. Cheers, you guys.
Looks like a lot of fun.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.